This is the Alberg 30 project. I bought this boat about 10 years ago, and just this summer really began in earnest to get the restoration underway. Kind of decided that turning 40 years old meant I didn't have as much time ahead of me as I thought I did. And it was time to get it going, or else if I wasn't going to make any progress, to just get rid of it. But anyway, this summer, this interior was gutted out. There was the cabin sole, but otherwise it was just the bare hull underneath the settees and these cupboards here, just the bare hull there. None of these bulkheads were here. And so that's where I started. I made a template for bulkheads, starboard and port side. Once I templated them, I put them on top of a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, traced them out, cut them out, tweaked them, made sure they fit fine, and then created some fillets to put them in place, and then fiberglassed them in place with 2 layers of biaxial cloth. So starboard bulkhead and the port bulkhead behind me, both of them in. Once I'd created those, then I had defined at least the forward end for the settees. And on the starboard side, I had the old galley bulkhead there. And so I used that to define the aft end of the settees. And then it was a matter of constructing the fronts for each settee, figuring out where the settee bottoms would go, and then the backs, and so on. A lot of measuring, a lot of trips up and down the ladder to cut and tweak and fine tune and test fit. But it came together pretty well. Every time I put the level on, things were level, things were plumb, which I think is maybe a little bit better than Whitby managed to do it, but Whitby did it a whole lot faster than 10 years, that's for sure. Anyway, so this is it. 3/4 inch plywood bulkheads there, some lumber that had been milled for the door frames in place, reusing the old cabinet backs there on both sides. No need, it's solid, I think, mahogany, so no need to redo those. I will need to revarnish them, those kinds of things. But otherwise, she's coming together. I'm very happy with the progress that I was able to make this summer. With winter approaching, there's not going to be much more progress, unfortunately. I can see my breath even now. But managed to make some pretty good headway in the time I had.